Welcome to Magic Class. Right now I'm playing a blue-white kind of flying enchantment deck, I would say. Has some interesting cards in it. Alright, yeah, I don't need Q1 Best of Sea God right now with my current mana. So I'll keep everything else. Seagate Restoration is going to function as a land, it will seem. So anyway, I was having... Ooh, that's not good. So I was having a conversation yesterday with someone, and they were talking about how the Commander Legends singles cards were the best bet if you want certain cards from that set. And I would probably have to agree with you there. I would have to agree with him, because if you only want some of the cards, then, you know, why not get the ones that you want and just buy them outright? It will be cheaper in the long run than just buying random packs or buying a box and just hoping against hope that you get what you are looking for. However, one thing I noted is that he showed me a list of the most expensive cards, and the most expensive cards in the set were extended art cards. Ooh, that was a bad move. He should have used Elspeth to remove Banishing Light and get back Elder Gargareth. Well, maybe there's a reason why he didn't do that. Maybe he has another one in his hand. I don't know. But yes, so a majority of the cards that actually have value in Commander Legends are either foil, obviously. Some of the foils are quite expensive, or they are, the Planeswalkers in their special Planeswalker frame. 1, 2, 3. I can't cast anything. But the extended arts are also very expensive. The extended arts are actually exclusive to the collector's boosters, which is pretty much the reason why I think the extended arts are pretty much the most expensive. The etch foil cards are also extremely expensive, I would say. But the etch foil cards, you do have a chance of getting them in the set boosters. So I think overall the most expensive cards are going to be the extended arts, because the collector boosters are just getting out of control, I would probably say. It's fine. I'll cast these two. What am I going to get? Nahiri's Binding? Yeah, I guess so. Only time will tell, however. I'm usually not interested in the extended art cards or the foils. The etch foils, I must say, look nice, and I am looking forward to getting a few of those, but I'm not interested in really the extended arts. I have flyers, that's probably why he wanted to destroy one of my creatures. Alright, what am I gonna do? Should I Elspeth Conquers Death? What should I do here? I'll do this. Serpent of Yawning Depths, and I'm gonna attack. However, the Jeweled Lotus extended art must be probably the most expensive card in the set. If not that one, then Mana Drain, and if not Mana Drain, then Vampiric Tutor. Mana Drain is like so expensive, even though this is like the second time that it's been reprinted. I like the art on this Foulmire Knight. This is a specialty art as well. Gives a death touch. Death touch is always really annoying, actually. Alright, let me do this. I don't want to get death touched, even though it couldn't really block me, could it? I don't think it could. Alright, Althus conquers death, yep. And now I'm going to double attack. And puts him at 9, so I actually have the win on the board. What's this guy going to do? Another Felidar retreat. Oh, so this guy just wants to make an Amaze Mind. Okay, he's going to have to draw with it. But now he has no mana. Oh, is he looking for a land? But he can't block me. This guy's probably going to forfeit. I do not see a way for him to win. Unless it's in his graveyard. I don't see it. What kind of... This was a what kind of deck? Some sort of control deck? Maybe he thinks I'm going to make a mistake. Anyway, these special arts are actually pretty cool. Right. Okay, there you go. He forfeited. He conceded. Ooh, I went way backwards in the tiers. Guess I should be paying more attention to the match instead of usually speaking. That's 7 wins. Oh, I didn't have this card. Deals damage, exile the top card of your library, and you may play that card. Ugh. I get impulsive draw ability, but based on combat damage. Oh, it's a rogue, though, so I guess it was kind of made for party, but for limited party mechanics, I say. There was some controversy, too, over the lack of product. I don't even have all my colors. I'm going to mulligan here. 2 Banishing Lights, but this is a 7 mana card. I don't think I'm going to get there with only 2 white mana in my hand. Is this better? Not really. I'll keep 6. I'm going to return Shark Typhoon. Wow, does this deck not have enough lands in it? I keep getting shorted lands, I feel like. Well, I get to draw first, so probably not as big as a disadvantage. He mulliganed too. Alright, that's not bad. I didn't draw a land, but Birth of Meletis will allow me to get a Plains. In some way, this is like better than a Plains. Ugh, Edgekeeper. Oh no, so he's just gonna draw using Edgeroll and Keeper to get out of his mulligan situation. But I'm going to Lost Casket the Innkeeper in case it just gets too crazy. I'll take damage here though, but that's okay. As I said, the Birth of Meletis. I left him with the creature, so he's going to ramp now. Kind of a strange card to put in an adventure deck. I guess maybe it's some sort of hybrid. Alright. Well, I don't want him to do that anymore. So I'll remove it. Let's see what else he has. If I draw a land, I'll probably play Arcanist Owl. Much better card than I thought. I thought a 3/3 flying for 4 specific mana is just way too much. Oof. But it's way better than I thought. If we're playing blue-white, the mana cost doesn't really matter at all. It's good for devotion strategies as well. Even though mono blue devotion wasn't such a big thing in standard this time around, there is still a very powerful mono blue devotion deck. But it's kind of combo based, and it's kind of based on Thassa's Oracle and that wizard that lets you draw cards to like draw your entire deck and then use Thassa's Oracle to win the game. It's a sound strategy, it's just really hard to play. He just Nyx's Lotus as well. I'm wondering here if I should draw. No, you know, I'll use Birth of Meletis. I'm gonna get hit here though. Hopefully I can play Elsa's Conquer's Death next turn, but it doesn't seem likely. I'm not really drawing lands. and follows up with a Baneslayer. Took some damage there. Alright, his hand doesn't look like... Oh, another Lovestruck Beast. Alright, so I don't know what I should do now. I did draw that 5th land. I can conquer death, but I think I'd rather play Baneslayer here. I can block his Lovestruck Beast with my Baneslayer and my wall. Isn't it odd how this 5-mana card and this 3-mana card have the same power and toughness? I mean, it doesn't have these great abilities. First Strike, Flying, and Lifelink, which is the First Strike especially is going to help me out here if he tries to attack. Texture from Demons and Dragons is kind of useless. Ooh, that hurt. Yeah, I guess this deck just doesn't have what it takes. I don't feel like playing this game out, to be honest. I think I'll just go on to the next game. I think I'll actually play. Well, I did not want to drop this low in tiers, though. Maybe I'm just not suited to a blue-white enchantment-based deck. Or maybe I just don't have the cards. What deck can I use? Let's try Life Gain. I don't think I've used Life Gain in a little while. Your life total is a resource, so don't be afraid to spend it. Also, don't be afraid to gain it. Okay, this is actually a fairly good hand. Finally, Breath of Belial is in so many decks. It fits well into so many different decks. So I basically start the game with 4 lands in my hand. These 3 plus Breath of Meletis. I go first. Speaker of the Heavens. Great first turn play. Did not underestimate this card too the first time I saw it. Oh, so he's using what, a blue-black deck for Rage? This is probably a blue-black counter deck. So I gotta sneak some things under his counter spells before it's just too late. I gotta quickly summon Angel of Destiny and try to steal this win. Cool temples. Let's do that. Don't really have much life gain in my hand now. I mean, these have lifelink, so that's not true. This can gain me life next turn. Wow, 3 temples in a row. Temple of Silence, Temple of Enlightenment, Temple of Deceit. He's playing some sort of Esper control deck, I guess. Ugh, I hope he really doesn't have Shatter the Sky in his hand. Such an annoying card. Oh, Giant Killer. Okay, so he wants to... What does he want to do? Oh, he's just preventing me from using the lifelink. Because I can't really attack over that. Let me drop a swamp. A swampy. Let me get my... He can't block this flyer. Felt like my lights just flickered there, but that's fine. So this guy gonna attack? No, he should hold up his mana to tap my creature, right? That's what I would do. Now I can play Angel of Destiny. Probably has a counter. He should try to counter me here if he does. Unless he has some sort of removal. I don't know what deck this is. Giant Killer? It's an okay card. Took you a long time to use a neutralize spell. Better than cancel, right? At least you can cycle it away if you don't need to cancel something. You need to really draw a card. Ooh, this is too many lands that enter the battlefield tapped, though. Four temples on the battlefield. Oh, Shatter the Sky. Well, I saw that coming. Hollow Priest. Hollow Priest. I'll gain some life. I'll draw a card. Oh, it's another Hollow Priest. Some weird control deck. What? Are you kidding me? Field of Ruin in a deck that uses this many colors and non-basic lands? That is a rather strange. Is this a cleric? Well, he should be countering my spells if he has counters. No, that was not a wise decision. So he must have another Shatter the Sky in his hand. He may counter this one. No. Playing a little slow. Oh, he used the same card as me, Revitalize. Yeah, I guess he means a very controlling type deck. Don't really see the strategy. Uses a lot of lands. He has a lot of lands on the battlefield, so if he has a finisher, I'm sure I'll be seeing it soon. Based on his sleeves, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Kiora Best the Sea God, which is a great finisher. That really didn't slow me down much, unless he has another Shatter the Sky. Founding Conundrum. That really doesn't, well, this is a good counter to all those Cultivates and Scoot Swarm decks, but I don't think my deck really ramps like that, so I don't think I'm really going to suffer much from the Confounding Conundrum. Strange, is that really all he has to play? Or is he just baiting me? He needs to do something here. This can only block flyers. Well, I guess that's game. Ugh, but I went so down in tier 3. Alright, let's see. Let's keep going, shall we? I'll stick with life skills. Black-white life gain type deck. Achilles owner? What is that? Wow, so I really want to keep this hand. It's risky though. I'll keep it. Only because of the Skyclave Cleric, which is going to provide me with mana, but I'm just really hoping I draw into lands. It seems like this hand I really want to get to 4 lands, and I only have 2 in my hand. I do have a lot of ways to get lands. Here's one of them. Birth of Meletis. Super glad I drew that. And let me get one of those planes. This is a black-white deck, by the way, so I've only drawn white sources, but I've only also drawn white cards, so that's fine. And I drew another land, perfect. Yep. Oh, but he's playing some sort of ramp deck. So common. So commonplace. This is mono green. I've seen this type of deck before. Okay.